Well, good morning. A little late, which is fine because technically I'm not working. Supposed to be working, but the cat decided to throw a hissy fit yesterday. Return to tow haul. Yes. So we're gonna go drop it off right now. Just to get the process moving. We're still waiting for the insurance guy to answer, and I don't really want to wait on him because who knows how long that's gonna take and how long their process is. Come on, evaluate them. Blah blah blah. Ultimately, it has to go to the dealership no matter what. So we're gonna go do that right now. Well, we are just about to be at the cat dealer. Looks like I'm going to be being busy. I'm going to be staying busy for a little while. I just got 2 calls, one to mulch 18 acres and one to mulch 13 acres. So, yeah, this thing better be fixed quickly. Because I'm going to do my damnedest to get those 2 jobs closed. Because if I can do that, then I will ensure we will have more than enough money for a little while. So hopefully this is a quick and easy fix. I really believe it's some stupid simple like a valve or something like that. My only concern is knowing cat, you can't just replace the part. You're gonna have to replace the system, and I don't know how much that's gonna be. So either way, it kind of sucks right now, but this too shall pass. What I'm gonna do is go get dropped off, have them take a look at it, wait to see what they find. So I just got it dropped off. I'm going to go talk to parts real quick. I had talked to one of the service guys, and they kind of confirmed my suspicion of what it is. Some kind of bypass module. Hopefully, if parts are decent at their job, which, you know, if you're here, I can figure out how much the part is. Maybe just buy the part now and fix it myself today. A little ambitious, but let's see. Well, you know what? They were actually very helpful, very knowledgeable for once. They knew the part. They're 98% sure this is the part, as am I, because it kind of makes sense. The parts were cheap. 2 brand new parts, $145 a piece. In total, like $350. When I bought the door, I thought it'd be 10 times as much. When I bought the door hinges were $350. I was like washers and plastic handles and crap. So hopefully, I'm going to have to go back to the yard guys and say, hey, I'm picking the machine back up, but I'm sure it's still sitting where I left it. Hopefully as simple as just pop the cab, 2 bolts, throw a new one in, and get back to work. Yep, still there. So I'm just about to hop in just hopped in the machine, and I got a big building over here. I noticed something on. Zoom in on that big old building. It got hit. You can kind of see. It's all bent up in the middle. I know they got big machines here, but what in the world did you hit that with? That thing's like 30 feet tall. That must have been a new guy. Oof. I'm glad that wasn't me. Alright, let's load this up and hopefully fix it. Back at the house. This is like the safety arm. And that's a little thing that kind of went like this. I thought maybe that held it. I did that. Obviously it broke. It's sitting on it now, so it's fine. It's all the pressure's released. It is kind of terrifying because that thing weighs like 2,500 pounds. And it's just going to be sitting right there. But what we're going to do now, I didn't want to offload off the trailer because I got to get back to work. We're going to pop the cab open. In theory, it's 4 bolts, 2 plugs, bada bing, bada boom. So, should be going pretty quick. So to pop the cab off, there are these bolts. There's one here, one on the other side, exactly the same. Kind of stupid. I like the Kubota one better because you just put an impact on it, undrill it, so it's 1 bolt. There's a nut down here and up here, so you got to put this at the bottom and that on top and get it loose. It's over-engineered. It should just be threaded down here and have an access point up there or something. Anyway, I'm going to get this cab lifted. All right, we're going to clean this out. You got these big washers you got to walk, not lose. I want to clean the inside of this thing out. It's just all gunked up. But if I remember everything properly, that right there is the manifold that does all the hydraulics. And I took a photo. Those 2 are the actuators, because there's the bolts on. So I'm going to replace the top two on that side. So I just got to clean all this crap out. There's actually a lot of crap in here. All right, I'm going to get to work. My shop vac had no vac to it. I couldn't figure out why. Then I realized, oh yeah, it has to be able to suck in air to have a vac to it. So yeah, that's crusty. Got it all cleaned out, and that sounds like a properly working shop vac. Put that on here and get back to sucking. It got clogged up again. There's just so much fine dust particles. It just clogs that filter so quickly. So I'm going to just take that filter out. Can't be an issue if it's not there, right? Got that pesky filter out, so now we should be good to go to actually clean this thing. Oh yeah. How to get closer for the air hose to reach to it, because now we're into the back portion of it. There's a whole bunch of electronics and sensors and whatnot. I don't want to be ripping out wires and crap, so it works. We've made headway. Everything is clean enough. See how much crap I brought out of that thing. So this is the... I just slipped off of that. We're all good. Back to what we were talking about. So this is the inside of the machine, obviously. A whole bunch of hoses and looks like a whole bunch of scary stuff. It's really not. This thing right here is the manifold that tells the pressure where to go to. So from what I'm gleaming, these two big lines are in and return. They bring the pressure, and then from there it tells it where to go. What's happening is the valve, this thing, actually this little thing right here, failed. It's either stuck open, stuck closed, O-ring failed, something like that. Hence why when I turn on, it just pressurizes immediately. The valve that has to be replaced is this one and this one. So not the easiest spot, but also not the hardest spot. I'm going to try to get them out and put them in without having to take too much part. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to have to take the front one completely off. To give access to the back one. And just kind of go from there. So that's going to be the thing. What we're going to do is I'm going to take, you can see, if we go to 0.1. So this one right here has got to come off first. That'll give us access to the one behind it. And then just put the new piece on, plug it in, and back to work. In theory, it's that simple. So let's get it done. Also, if anyone else has this issue, the diagram that Kat gives you that I took a photo of, I'll put here. For some reason, the diagram, it's flipped upside down, or it's inverted. Either they put it inside this machine or whatever. Either way, the diagram they give you, it's upside down to how it actually is in the machine. And it's not like it was a generic thing. They put my serial number in the machines. That's what it came up with. It's just how I did it. It is what it is. But yeah, we're going to go get those fixed. I'm glad I went and looked at the thing again, because I've been working on the wrong ones. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but it actually makes my life a lot easier. I kept going for the bottom two as actually these top two, which is so much easier to access. It's a good thing I looked at the instructions again. Made some headway. We got the whole piece out. These are the two little things I got to replace, but I stripped one of the bolts on the inside and it just wasn't getting to it. So I was able to just pop the whole thing off. I'm going to put this in the vise, swap out the solenoids, and we should be good to go. And just like that, we have the two new ones on. I mean, just a visual inspection of these, they look fine, but basically it's electronic actuator, so the actuator could have gotten stuck open. That's what I'm guessing, at least, letting the fluid go through. So we're going to just put this back on and hook everything back up, and we should be good to go. Simple as that. New pieces in and already hooked up. Just got to put back 1, 2, sensor, this line, and this line. And I believe that's it. So let's do that. I'm going to do that right now. Replaced it, didn't work. So, yeah. I don't know. I think because I already know how to do it, I'm gonna, with the 2 that were there, which should be fine. Should. I'm gonna buy 2 new actuators for the bottom. Just replace those. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. So I got the new parts put in, didn't work. Even just for shits and giggles, swapped out the other one with the other parts, still didn't work. There's only so many more pieces it can be. It's not electronic. It's even worse in this truck. I was gonna sit for a while. Either way, there's nothing electronic. It's just because the second you turns on and pressurize the machine, it lifts it up. It might be not the solenoid, but the actual manifold itself, because it's a brand new solenoid. So I'm currently running back to the cat dealer right now to see if we can figure out what the next part is I have to replace. It took me hours and hours, as you probably saw, to get the first 2 solenoids out. I tried to know how to do it. The next 2 took about 15 minutes. So it's one of those things, as mechanics say, you never make money the first time. So this is going. I don't know what it could be. Maybe the sending unit? I don't know. I'm gonna go there and figure it out though. Just got finished at CAT. Talked to another guy, and basically he said he believes the solenoid should have fixed it, so it may be something electrical. But he also said it doesn't make sense to be electrical. It's kind of a gremlin thing, which is what I have a lot with this machine. So he gave me the phone number of like CAT Diagnostics, which is like the brainiacs, the people of CAT, the actual engineers. So I'm gonna call him tomorrow. But he gave me a few points. If he believes if it's a sensor, the 2 sensors if it is a sensor, he told me which harness they would be a part of to check these 2 harnesses. It may be the position sensor. It is kind of jacked up on the machine, but it's been like that for months. And it's a positioning sensor, just tells the arm where it is. I don't know why that would affect it. The only thing I can think of is maybe if it's getting a sense that it's not up all the way, so it keeps pushing pressure up that way. But then also there would have to be an issue with the joystick. It'd have to be a multiple failure system, I believe, because it would only go up if it's getting if it's only getting a signal to go up. It wouldn't just do it by itself. So I don't know. I'm gonna go back and look at those 2 sensors that he saw and just kind of see what's going on, and probably call these people tomorrow. Just got back and had dinner. My dad was helping me out. He found a company that can get out here tomorrow, kind of a service, mobile tech kind of deal. So it's gonna be about $475, but it's worth it. Considering if I was to take it to CAT, it'd be $550 for diagnostics, and they'd get to it when they feel like it. At least the guy will be out here tomorrow. So while it's still all taken apart, I'm gonna keep cleaning it. I have to clean, Lord, the those things. Heating, cooling, air conditioning. I gotta clean the air conditioning out. It needs an oil change. It needs a whole bunch of other stuff, but I don't have the money for all that right now. Waiting on some checks. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I just need the thing running. So we're gonna do all the hydraulics, or not the hydraulics, the AC, get that fixed. I do want to test something. Every time I've started the machine, I've had the arms in the down position because that's what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna get in there, start it, turn it on, and then when it turns on, I'm gonna lift the arm up and see if that locks out the boom. Because if that locks it out, then it might be something electrical, not mechanical. So I don't know. They told me a few harnesses to look at. One of them is the harness that sits on top up there that controls. That's the brains for all that. The other harness, the part that has been jacked up for a few months now, but maybe an issue now. That position sensor is. Oh Lord, that sun. This one right here. So it's bent in. I have no idea when that happened, but yeah, it's been fine forever. But now all of a sudden it might be an issue. So I'm gonna attempt to bend that back, or at least take it off, and see if that's the issue. Well, I just made it worse. I tried to take this off to bend it back flat and realized that's not going to happen. So I'm like, well, I'll just put it back on. But I didn't bend it enough to where now the holes won't line up. So first thing in the morning, I have to go buy one of those. It has to be done anyway. It's kind of stuff that's getting done now, but it's what it is. So I'll buy one of those in the morning. Now I'm going to clean the air conditioning. This is, you can kind of see the slats. This is the part where you can't see the slats. It's really caked in there, so gotta clean that off. That's why the vents are right here. So basically, the air comes through here, hits this, either gets warmed up or cooled down, and then goes to your vents. Obviously, when it gets cold, it condenses, and these are the nipples where the water is supposed to come out, but it always just gets clogged up, as it is right now. And it's clogged up in there as well, as you can see. So I think I'm going to take these off and go organize it right there. And I come through and just kind of clean this all out, blow it all off, and then put it back together. But these are actually pieces. Yeah, that's just horrible. It's been falling down. There's so much crap down there. Finished for tonight. I had to move the truck to get the hose up there because the stuff gets so caked into that condenser that the air just isn't enough. But we put the hose up to it, got it all nice and clean. Hold on. Got all nice and clean, as you can tell, so I actually get airflow again. But yeah, I do need to go tomorrow and buy this piece. It's too bent to fix. So I'm going to do that first thing in the morning. Go to Run the Cat, buy that, put that sensor back on, and then depending on the tech gets out here, try the arm idea. Hopefully we get an answer tomorrow. Hello, this is Future Dylan. I forgot to make a clip for the end of this footage. Yeah, basically we're going to leave it off as getting cleaned up. I'm still full of hope. In the next video, you will see some of that hope die. A good amount of that hope actually die. And I'll leave it as that. I believe in the industry they call that a cliffhanger. So we're going to leave it there. Good night.